continues to be a very dark month for queer Ugandans. We lost a very dear person to us, Joan Amek Joan. She was fierce. It's weird to kind of say was even now, because she still feels very present to all of us. Amek led Rela Women's Foundation. It would be kind of weird if you've never had anyone say I come from Rela, or I know Rela, I've seen their posts. She was very loud, she was very proud, and she made such a space for queer women in every space that she walked in. She was a fireful person, brilliant. She led Rela Women's Foundation, a place, shelter, and home for many queer people. 1 or 3, all of us, I think, have slept at Rela, no doubt. For a day, for a party, she loved events so much. That is something about her that we always remembered. And so, well, the sad part is that she passed away in an accident. It was fatal, and her life just ended in that moment. And so, for today, we want to honor her, remember her, revere her, and hold her in our hearts, as we always will, from today and forever, of course. But now, everyone is going to say something about Joan Amek Joan, the way she lived her life and the way they experienced her.
I don't even have the words, though, but I hope wherever she transitioned to, she's peaceful. And not only me, but the community will remember Joan for being very playful and very loud. And for me personally, I think I will remember her for her soft femininity, because Joan had such a tiny voice. But you could be in meetings and then she'd be like, guys, listen. And I would be like shouting, like, people listen to Amek. So yeah, I think I remember her for just embracing her softness.
The moon goddess. I'd like to say that as much as it is a very, very dark time and a sad time, I think one of the things Amek lived by that we should borrow is celebrating and having a Hakuna Matata mindset. Even when she had problems, it would be difficult for you to know that Amek was dealing. She would be like, I'm going to curse because that's her. When I started activism work, the first LBQ woman I met was Amek. And I was working for an organization that I had co-founded with a sister of mine called Love and Care. And it was like on Parliamentary Avenue. So by then I didn't know my worth. I didn't believe in myself. And I used to wear heels, put on a wig, because I was working at Parliamentary. All these people, like the building we were on, there were restaurants, all these ministers would come and eat from there. So the first day I went into work in jeans, and I was told off, you can't come like that, from the security. So I changed how I dress. So I changed how I dress. So I remember Amek finding me day one of my wig, lipstick, high heels. And then she's like, Ruby, what is happening? Why are you putting yourself through this? And she had a scooter, like a small scooter. She had just gotten it, and she was learning to ride. And I was going, because I was staying at I was working also part-time with a church and a shelter. That's where I was getting my experience. And I was coordinating the church. So, and she would call me Apostle. Apostle, what is not happening? Why the heels? Aren't you going to fall? And then she's like, sit on, I'm practicing. Let me give you a ride. Bantumwe. What I can tell you, I was like, this one. It was a scooter, but it was like a fast bike, because she yavuga supid ngakuta akaviri webati put it over gatobusele na I cannot forget that. And then I see her passing where I'm supposed to branch off to go. And I'm like, are we still going? She's like, let me first go home and then I come with you. I was like, oh my God. And then where she was staying, the Kahil is sloping. Oh my God, you people, that's right. I literally felt my heart pumping through my like, do, 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 do. And then we made it. We made it and we came back. And I carry this memory with me and I celebrate this memory because it's a goofy and silly memory of myself. Because looking at myself back then, I asked myself, why was I wearing that silly wig? But also every time she phoned me, even till I think I'm still like processing. I will share it. And so, yeah. So it's like every time she phoned me, she would call me Apostle. And she would call me Apostle to remind me of that bike day. Because every time she would turn around, Apostle, good day. Apostle Joan. And so that's how the name of Apostle got stuck. And actually I ended up getting into the whole role of being an apostle because I started studying and actually became an apostle. But the collar, for people who don't know, I have a collar. I did study for this and I have a collar. Yeah. So in the ministry, when you get the collar, then you're an apostle. Like there are different leadership roles. So yeah, and apostle is more of like a teacher in the ministries. They do a lot of the teaching. And so like from that moment, I'm Pitanga apostle. Like even when we'd be in spaces, I'd be like, Ruby, what? She's apostle. Yeah.
Her beautiful smile, her little sad eyes, like calm eyes, not sad eyes, is all I can see every time I think about her. So, fly with the angels, Amek. And wherever you are, I hope you give them hell.
Yes. Are you next to Bob Marley and probably and probably like a Dube, like sharing a split. What? Share radio.
I know you. I used to listen to your music. I am Amek Joan.
Right? Hey, definitely. Me, I remember Amek just shouting DJ Amo. Like, that girl would hype me. And I feel like, oh, I'm the next. Like, she would get my mixes. And then she'd tell those people, don't pay Amo. Me, I can just play the mixes for you. I'm like, I just jump business. So it was always like amazing, like hearing her husky voice and her eyes. And then finally she got onto the colored hair crew. One time when a meeting, me, Joy, and then them, we all had colored hair. The next day I came back and chopped. Amor, so you thought we looked alike and you went and changed your look. No. So like that playful side of Amek is that one that will always stay in my heart. And then like before they passed on, I'd asked them, why do you think Scorpios are very intense? And she's like, the world needs intense people like you. And then she told me that reminds her that she needs to live and be in that moment all the time. Every time I think of that thing, like she felt like she was having more to this life. It sort of breaks my heart to be like, oh, my fellow Rebel Scorpio is gone. But Moon Goddess, please give them hell as
that I learned from her and also my partner, because we like to talk about her lately quite often. And one of the things my partner and myself took away from her, so they both served on this particular committee for LBQs, and they were doing, I think, the secretary work at that time. And there was a demand for certain, I think, minutes or something they were supposed to deliver. And they're like, we want them. And it was a Friday. And my partner, I think, had not attended that meeting. And I think the Moon Goddess Joan had been the one who had attended that meeting. And so my partner is, because she's like a doer. Like, if I need to do this, if something is needed, I have to do it. She calls Amek. Amek, they're requesting for it. They want it by the end of the... Amek is like, wait. Fast breathe. And then she's like, what do you mean? Like, these people, they want this, and they're texting me, and they're saying you're not picking. She's like, it is Friday. It is after lunch. They have to wait until Monday. Right now, I'm getting on my bike, and I'm going to the lake. And tomorrow, I have so much I'm doing at home. There's so many things I need to take care of. And it's my wellness weekend. So until Monday, after midday, because also in the morning, I have work. And then my partner just kept quiet. And when she wrote her first book, she put, like, people she had dedicated the book, like, appreciated. And one of the people was Amek for teaching her to breathe, and that the world will not get on fire if you do not do something. So I think it's something that we all have to take away. Like, this person knew what rest was. Rest was rest. For us as feminists, as workaholics, we forget to rest. She was so. And then the other thing we forget is when it came to sales, Bantumwe. And Amek was on the Rela, what is it called? Stall. Nogezako kuyitako nga akumanyi n'otagula. Wakiri okula ekya 10. Nagenda ku stall. Amek nagamba just buy one thing. Savawo nga nspenize sente zesitaabalira. She was a salesperson. Amek could enter into, like, even a Zoom meeting, and if she has come to make a point, you would be sold at the word go. First sentence, all of you are like, yes. So I think she was also very brilliant. She had a very brilliant mind, and we've lost a brilliant person.
This is all sad. Let me just also share one. From a meeting, and then I had to get on the stage, at the stage. So she was like, I can take you down, then you get another... I'd never gotten on a bike for, like, a personal, like, rider. First of all, Amek was putting on a crop top with her beads, yeah? Kati. I'm scared of touching her, eh? Like, you know how they say hold the person. I'm scared. And I'm like, people are going to shout at us. Like, they always shouting. So we drive and go, Amor, hold me. You're going to fall. And I'm like, I don't know where to hold, because the tummy, the beads, I don't know what to do. I'm thinking people are going to call us like homos, what? Amor, keep holding me.
People on the podcast should have seen this live and how Amor is expressing herself, because clearly she shows she didn't know what to do. Her hands are moving all over, showing us that she didn't know.
And to all our listeners, let's take a moment of silence to remember and honor them. May their soul rest in eternal peace.
She showed us a lot of love. The community, her kids, everyone. So let's continue spreading the love. Shivana, representing Faruga. Yes, welcome. And we are back. The Bakuya Togede 256. The only space where we speak the truth, share our joy, and exist loud. Do you guys know this is the only place we exist? Like, loudly. You can just say anything, yeah, and like, okay. Say something. Say one thing.
Hello.
See? She said one thing. She said what she said. Also, I might say one thing. This is the only place where you can say what you want to say, because we want to spread love, all of it, in any way we want on this podcast episode today. It is the Valentine Special, starting with one person here in the corner who says their t-shirt is making money. How was your Valentine?
Yes, I made some money. They gave me money. Yeah.
How was your Valentine? And who are you? Who are you, madam?
Juicy is back. I went to a party, to a Valentine's party, danced with people danced with me. Yeah.
Did you dance then?
Yeah. Delivered. Such small ass, but hey.
Small nyash, no corners. How was my Valentine? I was lazy most of the day because I had drank so much the entire night, so I was so hungover. But I got a very thoughtful gift. Like, people, I have gotten Valentine gifts before, but this. And then the painful thing is I got the gift. I loved it so much. And then the day I tried to wear it, I broke it. And then, like, this person just saw my watch collection and decided they wanted to get me an Apple Watch, which is so weird because I can afford it, but I always feel like it's a lot of money, so I refused to buy it. And a day before, they were telling me, like, your watches are weird. And in the morning, I woke up to this watch, and then I broke it, guys. Like, I think I should wear it. But it's all broken. Yeah, like, you're not getting it because I was so excited because it was actually pink. Like, I like pink. Exactly. And then I broke it. Like, yeah. But then also, I got a Bible for Valentine's. And I've always wanted a pocket Bible. Like, I'm just so done with, like, I read the Bible quite a lot, and I'm just done with, like, app Bibles. Because I'm always upgrading, I don't know what, updating over the word. So I always wanted, like, a small Bible. And this person just got me this very nice small Bible, and then they took it, and then they covered it up in, like, nice things. Like, I just love it. I have a new favorite. But my watch broke. Like, I think I needed to mourn it. You first had it here. It's working, but the entire... Where is an apostle here? Ah, okay.
Hi. Ruby here. Feeling Rubylicious. Yep. Valentine. Kati njogerera abantu who have partners. Because I'm in the mood.
Me directly. Say it to my face.
I speak to people who have partners abroad, long distance relationships, who have partners in the villages.
Village is not long distance.
It can become long distance, you know.
The judges.
Hey. So anyone in a long distance relationship, I think it's quite difficult during Valentine's. And I would like to ask, Abafunye Bimoli, have you eaten your flowers? Are they still fresh? Baba with the broccoli. I think for me, I spoke to my partner on phone. We had a date night. We had a movie night. We had a movie night. We had a movie night. So we did this whole Zoom thing and streamed a movie, watched a movie. We had our, moment, and then I went out with a few friends after. Like,
people did the nasty on the phone.
Happy Valentine.
not with my neighbor.
They said what they say.
My neighbor, that's
Guys, today people are unruly. People are really unruly, but well, it's all love in the air. And I mean, I think we need it because the last few days and weeks have been really a damper. So when you get a moment to smile and laugh and everything, I mean, just take it because, man, it's not funny. Anyway, my Valentine's, it was good. I was home with my partner, had a good time, ate nice food. Yes, I got flowers. No, I did not eat them. But of course, the flowers have to feature. It won't matter. Whatever you say, we got flowers. You feel it. It was a good day. It was a chill day. Nothing too, not too much pressure. Just having a good time and, spending time with my partner. It was lovely. Yeah. So we're here.
If I know even last time. But no, this for some reason, every time Sue is on this podcast, she's celebrating something. But before we dive into the seriousness, I did the solo Valentine thing. Yeah, I got myself flowers. I bought myself expensive perfume. I played the DJ mixing on my private. I DJ, yeah. Yes, I had a whole dance floor on myself. Yeah, but you guys had fun, and I hope you continue loving on yourselves like this. Not only Valentine's, right? Haha, producer. How was your Valentine? Do you want to share 1 minute?
It's too much. Me, I didn't even get flowers. I didn't get anything, by the way. But I didn't. What's wrong? I don't have a lover, so I didn't get anything. No, but my friends took me out. We actually had a very exciting day. We drank till morning. Yeah, it was a party the whole day. We had, just like you, we had a movie night. From there, we went to the bar. And yeah, it was actually a good day for me.
But I want us to play a game before we get into the biggest conversations. Before you get into that relationship, we just want to see. Do you have some red flags or green flags? Yeah? So, you will tell me. She wants to have a 4-hour debrief about a minor text message you sent 3 weeks ago. If you spend more analyzing the relationship,
just hours is enough for me to read. But wait 3 weeks.
Reflecting.
Maybe she's scared of you.
You get. So these guys hate slow processors. Don't date them. She spends more time critiquing the community than participating in it. She's above drama. She follows 4,000 soft launch authentic accounts, but won't even let you appear in the background of her clothes. Watch it.
That's a partner that protects you, because I, being someone that is so much on the front line, I wouldn't want my partner to be targeted because they are associated with me. So I can go on social media and say whatever bullshit I want to, but my partner is my safe space. Stay away.
Many of us are attacked online. So, and sometimes the attackers look for the people who post you. So that means they would be in the, as Gloria said, in the line of fire. Bluetooth.
But some people might take it like you're trying to hide her. Okay.
Red flag, I have no reason.
So, her ex is her roommate, her business partner, and her emergency contacts. We're just really mature, she says.
Okay, I think I'm a red flag me myself. Because I'm in business with my ex, because like that is a professional relationship. It's just, you have to just be able to draw the line and to just respect you. Because me, I'm in business with my ex. I'm their manager. Like, I'm not going to lose my money because I'm not dating you anymore, girl.
I also heard something where someone says it's also part of maturity. Like, you're not going to actually hate everyone because you've dated them. So you need to draw a line between the relationship and some other business, because this person might actually have something to help you with. So yeah, it's maturity. Green flag.
I am actually in agreement. Yes. I mean, at the end of the day, if I know where my boundaries are, and they also know where their boundaries are, and they're not crossing them, and you can be, I mean, I'm not going to lose out. Usually, there are other things that we gain from these people, yeah, even beyond the relationship. Yes. So, like there's that meme of, I'm not going to lose a good family because we didn't get along. You understand? So there are other attributes that I might be getting from them that are useful and are maybe developmental to me in a certain way, without exactly it being personal. So yeah, green flag.
But I once dated someone who told me, like, they were dating their partner and they weren't ready to rent, so the partner moved in with the parents because that person was living with the parents. And then they broke up, and then this person moved out, and their ex stayed living with their parents for 2 years. Even up to now, they still go back.
I also just want to add that sometimes, for me, saying it's a red flag, for me, most of my breakups have been a little bit messy, and majority of like queer women breakups are very.
So in short, you are red flag.
No, it may not be me, but like I've also seen like with my friends, like some of the breakups with women, they're very, very messy, and like for people, it takes people like months or years to reconcile and find that closure, and then start even just speaking. I've seen that, or just speaking in public, and they can't do business together. So previously with my ex, we had businesses and stuff, and so we broke up, and I think she got very sentimental, and we had to sell everything, and everybody take their. It becomes a bit messy, most especially if you've been together for so many years. So I'm always in relationships for years. The shortest I've been is 3 years. So when you've been together like for 7 years, yeah.
The check-in queen. When the group chat gets messy or a night out gets overwhelming, she catches your eye and gives, "You okay?" Hey, no green flag. Hey. For better and for worse.
It's not even are you okay? It's like you need to leave.
Okay. She actually has hobbies that don't involve you. She encourages you to go to that girl's party without her because she knows your worth. She introduces you by your name and your actual title. No friend, no roommate, no. This is Sarah. Just pure. My energy.
Depends on the situation. What if I lied about my name?
The red flag. When things get heated, she says, "Let's take 20 minutes to cool down and let's talk instead of slamming the door in your face." Someone.
I want to solve that thing immediately. What do you mean 20 minutes? Like I can die from blood pressure. I cannot wait. Yeah, can you wait? Immediately.
I leave you in the conversation by yourself. No? Yes. Because who are you going to talk at? For me, they don't talk at me. You'll talk to yourself. Then later, when I'm also now in the mood, you'll listen.
The slammer, the nagi. Wow. So we know your red flags. More would it there. All the colors. Well, the title of this podcast is called Love is Wild and Love is Diverse. You've heard all of them. So be careful of who you choose in this studio. We've said a lot. Because the energy is too much. Because we have a queer togere.
She say what she say.
You're always saying what you want to say. And they
Said what they want.
yes. The Valentine's environment seems like it's more like heteronormative. It's more of, if you don't get this to a girl or a boy, Valentine won't happen. What happens to if I don't get this to a girl? Or what if I can't take my girl out there? How do we reclaim the Valentine space? How do we show our community or the people we love that we want to show them without having to do it like the way it has been from years and years?
Valentine's is for whoever it is that you want to express that love, not for the world to see. At the end of the day, you have to appreciate the person that you want to appreciate, whether it is a lover, whether it is a friend, whether it's a parent, whether it's a sister, whichever way. It is who that you're showing love to that matters, not what the world needs to see. So even in our spaces, you can still, who is going to stop you from ordering those flowers or whatever it is that you want and deliver them to the person who is going to ask you questions. Who are you taking those flowers for? No one is going to. So all you have to do is know and appreciate the person that you want to celebrate. Whatever it is, you can still do it. People said they had movies. The people went out dancing. It's. I don't think there's a definition of how you're supposed to celebrate. No, there's no definition. Anyway, they want to hold hands. Hold hands in your home because you don't want to be beaten. Yeah, you don't want to trigger people. So I believe you should celebrate Valentine's in any way that you feel is right for you.
Someone told me something, and I feel like I've felt it for a long time. And they said Valentine is not about the gifting and everything, it's about the thought. What thought did this? It can be a sweet for someone because that's what they can afford. Exactly. Now I'm just saying, it's the thought that matters. That most people think you have to give me these big presents, you have to think of me in this luxurious way or anything. But I feel like it's a thought whereby someone can, and it's also communication. Like, communicate to me instead of me waiting for maybe that. But at the same time, we are usually we are receivers, not givers. The question is, as you're waiting for these flowers, what are you giving back? Because this person also needs to feel special. So I think most people can sit and say they didn't give me flowers, but what did you give? What thought did you bring in that? That's what I can say.
If you're thinking about giving me sweets, like, just kill those thoughts immediately. How? I said this last year when I was single. Now I'm not. But for me, I don't know why Valentine is such a big deal. Like, for me, it has never really made sense to me as to why Valentine is a big deal. Because what do you mean you're dating someone and this is the only day you think they're able to prove their love to you? Like, they haven't loved you all the days before Valentine. And for me, like, it's not a big deal for me. But buy me muchomo. Like, I will... Like, buy me meat. I will forgive you for not giving me flowers, but if you don't give me meat on Valentine's, hey. Meat. Thank you, Sumi.
So for me, I just wanted to also give us a bit of history for Valentine's Day, and why I'm doing that, because also I work within the faith institution, but I'm inclusive faith, partially. So Valentine's Day is like this event that came up, first of all, about Saint Valentine's. So why he was made a saint, he used to marry off soldiers. At that time, the Roman emperor believed that soldiers should stay without getting married because they were best for war. And as we know, the church was also, like, Rome was like the leading, at that time, making decisions. But prior to that, before Christianity dominated the world, Valentine's Day was the fertility festival. It used to be a fertility festival event before the church dominated this event. Yeah. So just food for thought. Like, why don't we bring that back? Fertility, meaning people mugende, you do your things. Do like hump like rabbits. On Valentine's Day, you don't have to do the flowers, hump, or be like Amor and guitar away, DJ away, you know, do that. Love on yourself, take a shower, get a scrub yourself, and because also that's part of fertility. I think also we define fertility now as just being with a man and getting pregnant, but fertility is beyond that. Fertility could be embracing your body, loving on your body, get some oils and massage yourself. And that could also, like, because we're talking of inward love, that could be a form of inward love. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. So for the Christians and the Muslims, because this is an event that was brought by Christianity, and we see Muslims buying big bouquets of flowers. I was seeing in Dubai, some guy bought a truck, flowers as big as a truck, seated on the back, and I was like, wow. So all the Hajatis out there, Yaya is searching. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Saint Valentine. Thank you so much for bringing love, Banange, for the fertility.
For me, Habibsi. Juicy is ready. But for me, it's not so much Valentine is the only day that you are proving love, but it is so much that it's symbolic, even without. It's symbolic. Let me just say it's symbolic. So I want the grand gesture. Like, yes, like I want land titles, like I want my ass like on a vehicle or something. But like it's a declaration, a symbol of like this big thing that we share with each other. So I want all of that and I want more. So it's not so much I'm proving the love and what, but it's almost like a stamp on it. And now we're doing the most because I adore the shit out of you.
Vanagi. Remember to. But also, coming from a part, like you say, you say these things that you want, but are you giving them?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Relentlessly.
Ruby said something about that love within, and I want us to talk more about that. Like, how do you think exploring that love within strengthens the ability for you to receive and give love?
Because we all went quiet. I think I do feel like lately there's a lot of demand for outward love, too much demand, and also because we live in a capitalistic world. The podcast cannot end without me using that word. The Luzungu has to Luzungu. Working has become so demanding that I think some people get off track and have to prove a point on Valentine's Day that to just even post. And then they go back to bed in the night and they're not happy and they cry because they're alone. I think it's like that's how much the world has become so demanding. Sadly, I will say sometimes it's a privilege for me to love on myself. Sometimes I feel like it becomes a privilege. Like when I have those moments when I'm at home and I go and take this long bath soak and I oil myself and I do these things for myself, I feel like, when was the last time I did this? Why don't I do this regularly? Then I feel like, but then I live in that house. I can do this regularly. But that's how demanding the world has become. And so I'm not going to sit here and lecture because even me it's difficult. I forget sometimes to love on myself, to shower myself with love. And then sometimes when I buy myself something, I think for us as leaders, let me talk of the leadership thing. When you say, I want this and it's very expensive and I save for it and you buy it, the first thing that comes to your head, people are going to look at me. They're going to say our money. I'll speak for myself. For a while, I've wanted to buy a certain car. I have saved for this car. But every time I think of buying that car, the first thing that comes to my mind is the judgment. So I'm just giving the example. Yes. So I'm just saying, it just gets to that point where I think there's a lot of judgment that loving on yourself also becomes quite difficult. You might want to be the kind of person who changes perfumes every day, the expensive ones, and you want to use once and buy another one, but it becomes a problem because you're scared of being judged. Yeah? But tujageza kwa will say with the home therapies and the scrubbings and the foot soakings and the
Hey guys. There's so much happening in the world for you not to love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, it will show. It always comes, it always shows somewhere. Yeah? And loving yourself doesn't even involve too much. Yeah? Sometimes it's just wearing that panty that gives you confidence. You know, there's underwear that you can wear on a particular day and you even look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, Yeah, there are those days when you all you need is a pick-me-up. Yeah? like Ruby has said, maybe it's that perfume that you're wearing that day that is going to lift you up. Maybe it is you just going to treat yourself to a Rolex on the roadside that you haven't had in a while. Yeah. So self-love is just you loving on yourself, because if you don't love yourself, no one is going to love you the way you would love yourself. Yeah. So we have to find it within to stop. I wouldn't say call it people pleasing, because we try to people please a lot, and then at the end of the day, by the time you realize everyone is dealing with their own issues, no one really cares. Like, yes, a few people might say shit here, there, and there, but it sails. But then, how does that leave you living? How does that leave you feeling as an individual? You're supposed to know how to make yourself feel good and feel better about yourself. So even if you don't have a date, like Amos said, they danced, they had a good time in their own house. Like they loved on themselves, and it was a confidence booster. Like I saw a status of some chick who was literally crying. She did not get. I'm like, she didn't get flowers. I hear all the borders that were passing, and there's none that was mine. There is no phone call. The day has ended. No one has called me. And I'm like, how desperate. Like, how do you give someone... How do you give someone so much power over, you? Yes. Buy the flowers. Make yourself a nice meal. Yes. It was a weekend. Luckily, probably there was no pressure from like office, or people have to show off me, I've gotten... No, it was Saturday. Most people were not working. You're home. Do you? No one will know on Monday that you did not receive. Actually, it was a long weekend. God. Yes. So, at the end of the day, you just have to stop the people pleasing and look after you. You. You have to be selfish at some point and it's all about you, so that you can go, past all those things, and it will show. It will show at the end of the day.
But I think, like, for me, who has been chronically single for so long, yeah. Chronically, I say, and I don't say it in a negative tone. Don't listen to you people. But yes, and but also it's become now a very cautious choice for me not to partner with anyone. To like find a partner, it's like the last thing in my brain. They ask me out, I start seeing all these things, and I'm just like, But I think with the chronic singleness, and now choosing it and like being cautiously single and choosing myself over and over again, I think I have developed such a close relationship with myself. I'm very aware of like the small little things that happen and people may not pay attention to, and I cannot stand for it anymore. So for Valentine, what I used to do, and I think this is the only time I haven't done it in almost 4 years, is take myself on a trip, always. And it does not need to be abroad or somewhere. I will pick up, I plan for it, because then I don't celebrate Christmas that much because I'm with family, so Valentine is like my time. Yes. So like I plan for it. I think there's a time I was in a relationship and I left my partner and I went. Because then they're like, oh my God, I wanted to surprise you. I'm like, why didn't you mention this like in January? I already had plans. I don't know. Also, don't surprise me. Me, they don't surprise me because I don't deal with surprises. No. No. I am anxious about it. I went on my trip. I went for like the weekend and I came back. And that's just how Valentine's was meant for me. This time I went to a party, but also I danced with so many people, loved on them, they loved on me, they touched my...
As we explore that, I want to ask you, Sophie, who or what is inspiring me and who am I loving on right now?
Am I loving on anyone else? Apart from my partner. Me, my friend, my best friend, that woman gives me life. Like, she helps me stay grounded, but she also loves me in all my confusion and everything else in between. So, but also but the self-love also comes first. Me loving myself alone is for me is enough. I can go with that. But yeah, my partner and my best friend are the people that I'm also loving on. So, yes, she makes me stay grounded very much. And also, because of the past tragedy that happened to our community, that it took us back. Like, yeah, we all got paralyzed, and up to now, most of us have not actually really recovered from that, and that makes you think of so many things and so many scenarios, and like death can call at any time. So in that spirit, it's more of loving, like living like today is my last day, and because you never know when it will call, and you never know what will happen next. Maybe the next day I'll be crippled, maybe, so I live each day as it comes, and I've stopped overthinking about the future of, what will this, like so much stuff is happening like on a daily, but you just choose to live each day as it comes. Because when you think, the sleep has become rare, like you're moving on the road, and sometimes when you're driving, you even drive and you get to a point and you're like, how did I get here? Because you're on auto, like your thoughts are on auto, and you have to snap yourself back into reality, because doing that also could be dangerous to other people. But it's because your mind is, working on a lot of things. You're thinking so many things. So I'm learning to tame my mind and just live in the moment and live day by day as it goes. Yeah.
You have those besties that are also loving on you. Rambi, send them some flowers for happy belated Valentine.
Shout out to Tasha. Shout out to Ronald. Those are my besties.
And you have to listen to the podcast.
And you have to comment. And you have to comment to prove that you listened. How will we know? Temunswas, Tasha, Ronald, do not ashame me. Go and listen. Do not embarrass your bestie, because I will be hanged. As my sibling mentioned. So one thing I'm loving, using, and helping me love on myself is my Mary J, my beautiful vegetables, my green vegetables. They're helping me stay. My herbal medicine, my green tea. You can call it whatever you want to call it. It's helping me, like, I think during this period, it's one of the things that has helped me ground myself. I've done gardening at my home. So I have this small vegetable garden. So I've been in hyper-active mode, auto. But I decided to make it hyper-active by doing things that I've taken so long without doing. I thought of baking again. Oven in Empuliro, Muliro, Najugula, way, but no. I think that was a phase. I am not going back to this heat, no. And then I thought of, I don't know, I think it is also the spirit of the moon goddess, because I just found myself digging and planting these seedlings, and I have now like these, lettuce and cabbage, and yeah. And I'm thinking of also planting Mary J. And when the harvest time comes, please, I will post muje munguleko vegetables. Economic empowerment. Also, the other thing that I've been doing around grounding myself and loving myself has been around faith. So I do this weird thing of studying different faiths. And I've been doing a bit of research on the Buddhist faith, and seeing, as feminists and as queer people, how much we can learn from the Buddhist faith. I think it's something that I would also like to leave people here. Like, just go check out. There's so many things that could really empower us as queer feminists. Okay, I will share. Yeah. And they have these, like, Buddhas who are around, who who embody power and strength of women, even queer women, even within their temples. And also given the fact that within the Buddhist faith, like I don't know right now, but reading the history, most people were gender non-conforming. Like it's a neutral gender faith, which is kind of very interesting as queer folks to kind of look into. So it's been faith, it's been the gardening, and it's been my green tea and Mary J. And the two besties, you better comment. Let me even speak in Uganda. Tasha again, do commenting.
Why are you threatening Tasha? Meanwhile, Tasha, you're looking very hot and sexy. I didn't want to bring it up, but whatever you're doing, or whoever you're doing. I've reached a certain age. Yeah, where I used to call people old when I was younger. And like guys, let me tell you, this is so weird, but I think I have a mental illness. Like I'm one of those people that just fear to age. So when I struck that age, I just looked at myself in the mirror one day and cried. And now because of that, I think that new age of mine has made me love my body really much, because I feel like I'm taking care of my body. I'm taking care of my body so much. I'm loving on my skin. I'm loving on my body. I've started taking supplements that I used not to take. I hate working out, but I'm walking. My legs are hurting from all the walking I did yesterday. But the things that I was so lazy to do when I was young, now I am doing. And it's interesting that when you take care of your body, it actually really thanks you. Because often I can feel my body just speaking to me and thanking me for all the good things I'm doing to it. That's how I'm loving on myself. And then the other thing about me is I'm having lots of actually. Like since December up to now, you're happy like a rabbit. This is the I've ever had in my. I swear I'm like a rabbit. Like you people, I have. Hey! I have.
She's saying what she's saying.
Like I used to serve maybe for special occasions. Now it's lunch, but dinner. Yes. In fact, I may even have after it.
Me, I think I'm loving myself, I think. For the longest of time, I think I didn't know the kind of love I had, especially coming from my parents. First of all, I have very supportive parents. So if we talk about inspiration, I think my inspiration comes from my parents, because whenever I feel like I'm down, whenever I call my dad, we talk, I go home, we just with my mom, we play, we do all the thing. So it gives me, whenever I'm down actually, I remind myself that I'm loved from home. So I'm not the person that stays down when I get a problem, not because I have someone to help, but because I know beneath everything, these people have taught me that life is actually not a straight line. Today you're not going to be as happy as you were yesterday. So I think for the longest time I had forgotten that, and I've been reminded of that. So every day that I don't care if you're checking on me, I don't care. Like I'll first question myself before I question someone else. That is one thing that I'm learning, that most of the time we're like, oh, maybe let me say, oh, this person has known. But it's not because they don't like you or they forgot about you, but they have their own ways of life. So I have learned not to judge people at all, that I sit in my house and actually be happy. Like think about me, think about something I'm going to do, think about, without thinking, well, I would do it with this person, I wish I don't wish, I literally do what I want. So yeah.
Anyway,
the reality of life is dying. You die alone. Like even if you're surrounded by people, you're the only person that experiences the death. So let no one threaten you with dying alone, because nobody's going to die with someone. Unless they're going to load the car and go crash it with people inside.
What's right with me? is what she said just now. I relate to you, Mariage. For me, if you ever hear me saying I'm not loved, I'm lying. I'm lying so bad. I'm even ashamed. Like, one thing I have in plenty is love from my friends, from my family, from my parents. I think like that's the one place. I have this joke that I tell my friends, I'm going to get hugged and rocked. It quite literally means I have left and I've gone to my father and mother to hug me and rock me back and forth. But like, they've really, I don't even ask. And then I think from last year, and something I'm also navigating more this year, is everyone in my life that makes sense. Anyone whom I want to know more than how did they sleep. I'm trying to date them in a way, like, let's just have a meal, let's just see it. It's that thing. So I think I'm learning to show love the way I have seen it, but also maybe find my own way in how it is, and not to bring love languages, because what is that? But for me, my thing is like quality time, really, with like a person, like 3 hours of giggling, of nothingness. Yes, like we talk about that person's shoe, my shoe, what shoe, the eyebrow, that really is like peak heaven for me. And then, so I think it is true. So yeah. So yes. That's how I have been loved on and shown love.
Thank you so much. That is all beautiful. Now that's what they call loving beyond romance. That the love that you show or you get from your family or your community is as equally as is equally important.
Like for me, I envy people that have loving, that get love from their, yeah, because for me, so my dad died. I think it would be quite different. My mom loves me in some ways and doesn't in others. And it just hurts me that she doesn't love me in the way I want to be loved. And so my mom has this thing where she hates being touched as a person, not even as a person, because of religion. Apparently when people touch you, they put demons in you. But the interesting thing is, even me, like not only me, even her children are potential demon carriers. So like even us, we cannot, like me, I cannot even hug my mom. Like the way she would push me, the way she would be angry, like even if she had something on her cloth, you would have to tell her so she can permit you. I cannot even just be sitting with my mom and then I'd be watching videos of people like cuddling. I'm like, me and my mom would be like, if you want my mom to be angry, touch her. And now for me, I know the demon I carry. So I think she's like,
It is the biggest demon. I think
You don't want your mom questioning her sexuality at this age.
I just wanted to add on to what you were saying. I think the first time I had Yaya telling me she was going to be rocked, I was like, huh? What do you mean? And then she explained it. And I was low-key jealous, because for some of us, like myself, I'll speak for myself, there's a lot of black tax. So when I hear my mom even just say, I love you or I miss you, I know the next thing, I'm like, now she wants my kidney. No, like my partner will tell you those are I'll text my partner and be like, I think my mom wants my kidney now. She just said, I love you. And she's like, Ruby, why don't you? And then it doesn't take minutes. Then she has sent me a screenshot of water of like 300K. Then she has sent me this. She's like, also, I need to go to the hospital. Also this, like, I need to go do my hair. I need to and she'll butter me up to ask. And the more she butters is the bigger the demand will be. So for me, I've had to pay tax for just those, and I think I'm not alone, because I miss that. I want that. And then sometimes I'm around people who are talking like about their parents and they're on the phone. And then I'm like, okay, now I miss my mom. And then when I call her, she'll be like,
I'm happy you called to check. I don't know.
No, she's like,
the power is
no. You've said it right. My phone, no, she'll be like, yeah, I'd love to talk to you, but the yaka is dead. I need to charge. And so for me, that has been like my life with my parents, but I have found love in my partners. And actually, one thing I always share, like my exes, like the partners I've had. No, there's no polyamory. But also something else I have. No, I mean like all the people that I've dated in the past, even my current, they've been like my family, my go-to people. But also sadly, most of the times, apart from my current partner, most of the times, the people that I dated prior, even when it came to holidays, they had to go to their families. And then I would be alone. And so for me... No, I don't. So for me, holidays I'm always alone. And they've taught me, I think that's where it comes in, that they've taught me to love on myself during that period. And for many queer people, I think holidays, those who don't go back home, they can't even go to their partners' parents' homes. I think some of them, like, we've found this community where we are. Even Valentine's, I had some people went somewhere to some place and, partied as a community and shared love there. So, yeah.
Oh my God, we started Ramadan. Keep yourself grounded. Don't let anyone remove your your enema, your grace. Be grounded, and please leave people who are fasting alone. Please. Chemuja kwa muntu waya, and then you say you're fasting. Be intentional in how you're giving peace to your.
But also you can be queer and Muslim at the same time. So if you even just need to dress or act a certain way because you're in the fasting period, you don't even care what your squad, everyone is going to think. Just do you.
And let's not be so unbothered by some things, and drink your tea responsibly, yeah? And, yeah.
Today was a new moon. I hope you guys were watching for the moon.
The moon witch next to us. Thank you so much, Miss Joycey, and shout out to the witches in the building. And also, it's the Lent period, so everyone like going on this journey, on this spiritual journey. We wish you all the best. And we've been back. We are Togere.
She said what she said. I got a question. Why?